Hey guys, welcome to Call of Duty Mobile. Quick little credentials. I've been playing this game ever since the beta. I've been a legendary every season, and this is my top method to improve your aim very quickly in Call of Duty Mobile. Before we get into the video, I strongly suggest for you guys to watch this video up here if you do want to make sure you have a really good sensitivity, because sensitivity is a very important aspect to getting good aim. And if you're trying to practice your aim and you already have a bad sensitivity to begin with, it's going to be very hard for you. But if you're comfortable with your sensitivity and you're good, then continue watching. If not, just click the video up there. So let's go ahead and hop into this video. If you guys enjoy, make sure you guys go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you go ahead and search up the application iAim, and this is only on iOS, by the way. If you guys have Android, there is a at the end of the video, I'm gonna go over a different app that you can get on Android that's very similar to iAim, and it's also really good. So make sure you guys stay tuned if you do have an Android. But yeah, this is iAim. Go ahead and install it. It's a really good app. We're gonna show you guys how to use it and how it works and how it can make you better at aiming in Call of Duty Mobile. Alright, so guys, hopping into the app iAim, the very first thing we're going to want to do is sync up our sensitivities. So we're going to do that by going to settings. It's going to bring us to this menu here, the main menu. The very first thing you guys are going to want to do is check to see what game it's on. So there's FN, which is Fortnite Mobile. There's COPS, which is Critical Ops, it's a mobile game, and COD-M, which of course is COD Mobile. So you guys are going to want to switch it to COD Mobile, and finally, we're going to go ahead and just copy over our sensitivities. So you guys are going to go ahead, refer back to the app Call of Duty Mobile, check your standard sensitivity, whatever yours is, put that into the standard sensitivity in the app. Same thing for ADS sensitivity and for the field of view as well. Okay, so just quickly, if you guys don't know where the field of view is, go to your basic settings, scroll down, and then you'll see camera FOV. Whatever that number is, mine is 75. You're just going to go ahead, go back to iAim, back to settings, and then just put in your field of view. It lets you go all the way up this high. Highest you can go in COD Mobile is 75, so don't even bother going above 75. Once you guys have that, I'm just going to briefly go over the other settings. All of this stuff under video, reflective surfaces, shadows, and lights, that's optional. Cheery mode, I would just keep that off. Basically, it makes everything like Christmas themed. It's really up to you if you want to have that on. If you're first using this app, I would just keep it off. Moving on to weapons, this is more personal preference, but I would try to get it as close as you can to Call of Duty Mobile, or you could just have the type 1, but if you just want a dot, try to get your aim really precise, you could just go with the little dot. So obviously crosshair size, you can experiment with that, try to get whatever you want, whatever feels comfortable. I wouldn't make it too small or too big, because obviously you want to stay close to what Call of Duty Mobile actually has. Crosshair opacity, basically, of the crosshair. For the look stick and hold to ADS, you don't really need that. I would just go ahead and keep it off. Moving on to the buttons, this is basically just your HUD. There's only 2 buttons that you need because this is just an aim trainer. There's nothing else that you really need. So you're going to want your ADS button wherever your ADS button is in Call of Duty Mobile. Just make sure you guys keep it consistent. For your shoot button, just put that wherever you want, as long as, again, it's the same spot where you have it in Call of Duty Mobile. Just keep it all the same. For colors, don't really worry about this. This basically allows you to buy like certain colors. It's a paid feature, so unless you want it, you can get it, but I wouldn't really recommend it for now. And for the about section, this is basically just the guy who made iAim, which I'm actually in his Discord server just to support him and stuff, but this is the Discord server. Alright, so now that we got these settings out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and click play. Alright, so once you guys have hit play, you're going to go ahead and see different game modes here. We're just going to quickly hop into cubes so you guys can get an idea of how it works. There are different game modes to help you with different aspects of aiming, but just an overview. Cubes, you basically just like you have to swipe your screen to click each cube, and the goal is to hit as many cubes as possible, missing as little as possible within the given time limit. I'm gonna have a quick gameplay, but I just want to show you guys these settings real quick. So the round time, this is in seconds, so you can make it as long as you want. You can even go unlimited if you want to. Target size is how big you want the cubes to be. That's good for, you know, if you're using like a SMG, your targets are going to be bigger. If you're using an AR, they're going to be smaller. Target distance, once again, you can adjust this based off maybe closer if you're using like I said, an SMG, or in the middle for the AR. So we're just going to go ahead and have those at the default setting, and then we're just going to hop into some quick gameplay for cubes. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead, hop into a quick game for you guys to see. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, I haven't played this app in a while, so if my aim is rusty, just excuse me. Alright. But yeah, I'm just going to try to hit as many as I can in this time limit. Try to avoid missing shots, but overall, we're all human. We miss. So, if you miss, don't be hard on yourself. Back when I used to play competitive Call of Duty Mobile, which was not long. I played it during the end of my summer break before I started school. But yeah, I used to grind this app. So yeah, if you really do grind this app, you could be kind of cracked. Oh god, I'm choking right now. Okay, there we go. Back into. Anyways, there we go. So it's going to go ahead and give you guys your score. So I got 176 out of 204. Basically, 204 is how many cubes you attempted to hit. You only hit 176 of those, and then your accuracy is basically the percentage, so it does the math for you. So I got an 86% accuracy, and that's the one that you want to monitor to make sure you're doing better each day. If you're doing worse, something might be going on, which I've never even had that happen, but just keep that in mind. Every day you want to see that total score going up just a tad, and you know, that'll kind of give you that, like, I guess, motivation to continue and to continue improving. And remember, your sensitivities are synced. Let's go ahead and hop into follow. Alright, so now hopping into follow some gameplay. For this one, I would recommend ADSing and un-ADSing a lot just to kind of get that muscle memory, because honestly, you know, in Call of Duty Mobile, you're not going to only be hip firing all the time, because they're also kind of hard to explain. It's basically a moving target above you going up and down. It's not really good for practicing anything. It's just kind of like a weird game mode. But of course, all of this stuff is for your aim, so all of it's useful. Not only in front of you. Popcorn, this one's kind of fun. Basically, it's just like a bunch of small dots. And follow plus, this one's actually pretty good. Basically, it's just like follow, except there's like, you know, there's the clicking mode, like we can go here, goalkeeper, go on really hard, and then, you know, see, so there's like these little floating, again, I'm not really a phone player, so I'm not going to be a good demonstration. Pretty cool app. And yeah, so it's called 3D Aim Trainer. Look it up on an Android Play Store or something like that, and you can get that there. So once you guys have played iAim for a little bit, you know, you got a little session in and you feel comfortable, I would go ahead and hop into a quick free-for-all game, maybe a few inside of Call of Duty Mobile, just to kind of transition your skills over and, you know, just apply to everything. And, you know, just to apply everything you learned from iAim over on. I might die right here. There's a lot of guys on me. I've been working on my drop shots a lot recently. Man, dude, Nuketown free-for-all is so toxic. People are always spawning behind you. I've been working on my drop shots a lot recently, so I moved my HUD. So if you guys notice that I'm actually playing with 6 fingers now, because I feel like some people are going to ask me why I moved my crouch button. Just a heads up, I did do that. And the purpose is to help me with my drop shotting, because I've kind of been getting into it a little bit lately. Set a long session of iAim because it kind of just transitioned your skills over into the actual game. Alright, where is this guy at right now? There he is. Come here, bud. Probably not going to be using my score streaks or operators, just because, you know, I don't want to go too hard on these guys. I mean, it's just free-for-all. Just kind of chilling. Oh my god, really, bro? That's how I'm going to die this game? Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm not even going to whip out my Shock RC. I'm saving you guys. Saving you guys the pain. Okay, that guy's gonna run away. Oh, bro, where did you come from? Oh, those guys are twinning. They're twinning skins. Oh, we spawned on this side of the map.
Enemy Shock RC is coming.
Dude, I swear. My only deaths are gonna be the Shock RCs, bro. Are you kidding me? Alright, GG. Alright guys, that is going to be a lot of requests on how to do that recently. Once again, go ahead and check out my old video that I linked at the beginning with the little card in the top right about sensitivities, and then this video will actually help you put those sensitivities to work and just kind of help you actually improve your aim and just do it at a faster rate than you just normally practicing inside of games in Call of Duty Mobile. Just seriously, play iAim on a daily basis, or the other app, I think it's called 3D Aim Trainer on Android. These apps are literally designed to help you get better aim. Playing Call of Duty Mobile is going to help, but these other apps are made to do it extremely quickly. But anyways, with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed. By the way, this is not a sponsored video, just to get that out there, just in case people think it is. This is not. These apps didn't pay me to make this at all. I just genuinely want to help you guys get better at your aim, and these are some of the apps that I recommend to you guys. Anyways, that is it for the little video. Peace out.